Greetings. Today we discuss and talk about what is happening now, as we call it new normal or surviving COVID-19. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Why start with this quote today is because this is what is happening. People have anger inside. Faith is lost, troubled mind, fear rising, and uncertain future. So, the growing need is to calm first. Let's see through this topic today. Action and reaction of industry on COVID-19. Raising questions. Since lockdown, we've been discussing with our clients, colleagues, and friends mostly, all had one thing in common: fear. Fear is due to worrying about the future. What will happen? Will job remain? From where food will come, daily needs? How can I get them? From where can I get them? Will I be infected going out? Am I supposed to work? Mostly the family says no. Medicines, something goes wrong. House security, family security, the loans, house and car. What will happen? These are all uncertain futures. But is it the actual worry? Finally, all came to I should be safe first. So, is this something new that you discovered? No. It's the very basic of safety known to all, but not repeated. Ensure your safety first before helping others. It sounds selfish, is it? No, it's not. If rescuer or a safety professional is not safe himself, how will he save others or advise others? Be a leader to show how it's done for people to follow. Panic. What is panic? In this situation, with the rising number of cases in COVID, actions were taken absent thought. Actions to keep our people safe. Each organization started hunting for solutions and opportunities presented and business flourish. Solution of all sorts started coming out. Other than first responder, common people also started panicking for goods, making it more difficult. As the time passed and mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance is in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise from the sense perception and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. But we still have not settled. There are still people in fear and panic. When we see around and find that something is not right, our mind always says, it's right for now, so let's do it. First step that government and industry will, till date, is practicing is nothing goes wrong, so it's safe to do. Well, we are fortunate that nothing has gone wrong. Mass sanitization, people sanitization, and excessive use of hand sanitizer have not profited people, but organizations in business of them. Let me share my experience. The first call my friend gave me working in industry. What should we do? Please suggest SOPs to be made, stickers for awareness and trainings and sanitizations. He had 100 ideas to keep and make things safer. I said, my dear, what's new that you're going to do? All this you are already doing. Working in a chemical company, you always ask people to wear masks, don't touch surfaces you're not supposed to, work area to be clean, don't touch your face or eyes while working, and during work also, and maybe even after work, before washing, don't touch. And if you have flu-like symptoms, like you have cold, cough, stay home, take medication, take rest. So what has changed in COVID-19? My question again to all the industries. You have to make changes as per COVID. That means the system was not in place. You were not doing the job. So as professional, why overburden organization with extra purchases? Please understand, more you burden, more cost of product increases. Simple manufacturing principle, total cost of production increases as the spend increases. Then also came mass sanitization spraying in streets. Well, it might have done some good, but debatable. For alcohol-based sanitizers, if sprayed in summer, heat outside will vaporize it in no time. We never measured surface temperature before spray. In current rains, it will wash away. All the chemicals in the street increases fumes, inhalation by many. So we save people in industry asking workers, this chemical is bad, wear mask and spray it in streets. All this chemical wash and goes to water. And water bodies and livestock is also get infected. Increasing risk of fire also. If non-alcohol based spray, then bleach, which is highly corrosive. And also, its safety data sheet suggests on inhalation is harmful for lungs of humans. Spatial filtration required. Ground reality not understood properly and spraying time. Till today, this practice of disinfecting house, the plant, the colony, the area, good. But spraying on road is a question mark. Contact surface to be disinfected, I agree. But how it is to be done is a question. Normal cleaning activities would have done the same. This can be personal perception also, but still it's done and there is no limiting. India is massively populated. There are different types of people here, and those who are staying and don't leave the houses, and those who are extra or extra careful. And then there are those who are misled, considering themselves to be fearless. This is not enough to say that what is done is correct or done under panic. Few things may be, but in action, like sanitizing person was not advised at all. In any case, masses or panic buy is of goods. Simple control of individuals would have saved a lot of time. Let's see what an uncontrolled mind is about. Mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. Our lives are like our lives are not business centered, but people centered. And people don't wire well with methodical layout, plan, and schemes. People, rather than being responsive, become reactive. Result: actions are set in motion, absent thought. Similar to what is happening in industry, it's easy to think we have been responsive to what's coming at us when we are actually being reactive. And the productivity lit out there is certainly right about one thing. Living reactively is bad for us, bad for those around us, and will not move us forward. Being reactive means you have no agenda, no intention of your own. What you do is determined by what is happening around you. The opposite of reactive is generally thought of as proactive, setting the tone, preventing problems and messes before they happen, creating an atmosphere with intentionality. Choosing responsiveness over reactivity is difficult and requires practice. But practice makes progress, and more we make that choice, the more naturally it will come to us. So next time, any action you take, think, is it actually required? Sanitization of entire factory, human and associated action taken are most likely to be reactive approach. Be responsive in nature. Think how it can be done. It's very easy to reach out. Why spend when things can be done in-house? One of my bosses, I still remember from my employment days, uh, he used to say, if solution proposed is just a buy from outside, then enough thought is not given to the problem. Possibility are to be explored. What can be done? It all comes back to our perception, what we think, what we say, what we do, and how we perceive about it. Is it influenced or forms the very foundation of thought process. Concluding, we should not forget that responsive and reactive nature also tells us about water-like nature of mind. Till it's calm, nothing will be stable over it. In scriptures, it's described very beautifully. Our sense organs, like eyes, nose, ears, and tongue, these organs influence our decision making, right? Like you have seen something, you have smelled, you have heard something, you have felt something by touch, or you have tasted. They all are like horses. They will always run in different direction unless is controlled by the mind as you are strapped and they are strapped by heart to pull them in the right direction. These seems philosophical, but it stands true. This is how we mostly perceive things. Deciding what's right for you is easy to explain when you look at solutions, not questions or influences. We will be more than happy to help as always. Finally, any questions? Remember, sorrows looks back, worries look around, and faith looks up. Please do subscribe us and message us. It will be our pleasure to help. Next in series is digital aid to safety. Is it needed? As consultants, we've been assessing many organizations and digitalization is preferred action source for data collection and analysis. We are not against digitalization, but to the right thought process given to it. For digital aid, remember, safety is not absent. Thank you and do connect.